clicked. Don't like that. Looking good. 2 more of these. Ooh, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Something has gone awry here. Fortunately, it can be fixed. There we go. Now the houses, and then we'll be done with internal cities. At least until we need to upgrade them. We're never really done around here, let's be honest. It's painfully ugly. Okay, I'd rather work with something else's straight edge. And if you can't find a good straight edge, just make your own. No one's gonna judge you too much for it. Except heavens knows what that was. Have you considered that Johan and Frederick are watching your stream, so now you already asked them to buy this? Yeah, I didn't ask them for anything. But hey, maybe they are. Maybe they're thinking, he's got it. Jake knows exactly where we need to expand our businesses. It's worth highlighting once again that I say all this in jest. And that these streams are not affiliated with Paradox Interactive or Paradox Development Studios. Shouldn't have to say that, but you know how stupid some people can get. The answer is really stupid. Well, I'm the real fool here. I'm still playing this awful game. Hundreds of hours into this torture that deep down I wish would end. Alright, and with that, all internal cities are done and done right. Once the starvation stops, I can start doing meals for the poor. Until then, they get pretty well dealt with. I'm gonna save because we just did a whole heap of work. Then I'm gonna unpause for a bit.
So that's what you get.
Alright, so people don't like me. They keep trying to do horrible things to me.
That's what you get.
But my sentry is hot. Lack of clay might actually hit me in the face soon. I have lots of wood, but not enough clay. I mean, not enough is always a relative term. Let's see. I have a guy. What is he even called? He's the one that has the most stuff. This guy. And he's dropping off loads of building materials. And he's off to Minden. And I find it really hard to see where he is. There he is. Heading over there. He goes to Minden, he drops off goodies. And now Minden enjoys actually having stuff. And they're sold and used immediately. Honestly, this guy could be selling to the marketplace instead. I mean, if I unloaded as much as I could to the marketplace, then we'd be fine. Because these markets do want it. However, everything will normalize pretty swiftly. I mean, Minden want... Okay, I had a butt ton of things, so... Maybe it is better to get it done the way we're doing. So Berlin right now can finally grow. Oh no, they're still in state of emergency. Well, they'll stop being in state of emergency when they... Oh, give us food, please. A famine could break out at any moment here in Berlin. We're looking for a trader to deliver 5 carts of cheese or meat. Yeah, sure. Let me get right on that. There you go. I'm such a nice guy. So I hope Rostock really starts flooding in with salt really soon. I've got all these salters, but they don't have many people. Rostock's population could do with being kicked up the arse. And since I have so much wood right now, it's worth grabbing the people mover, which can't actually move that many people anymore. Maybe I should consult with the cogs here and grab some upgraded cogs. And of course I start by actually moving you to Nashved. Cogs. Okay, I think I already took the upgraded cogs. And I don't have many more hulks. Alright, well, I'll go and grab some people from Aarhus then. Hopefully... Other cities are still concerned because I haven't built them up as much as I want to. Who are you trying to fool, Jake? We all know you like this game from the bottom of your heart. Sure. I like finding free flotsam though. Wow, clothes. People in the Hansa have never seen those before. Now, is the pitch guy still running? No, he keeps breaking down, but there is pitch, so get on with it. Alright, the people mover. It's here to move some people. I'm going to start by dismantling some of my sawmills. Okay, notice how a lot of these places downgraded because there suddenly weren't people to live in them. Then I go to our good old, not the counting house, we go to the pub, the most important place. And then we move these people. We used to be able to move a lot more people when we had our hulks, but I made those hulks actually do some work with protecting cities. And then we go back to Rostock, because I need these people working the salt mines. And it's free population because Aarhus right now has not been growing due to being at capacity, so I've sorted that. Lifting, I already lifted Marvin, although I haven't logged anything. Now, I want the clay pits moving because clay I am, in massive quotes, short on. But I'm going to move a bunch of you guys over because I actually need my wool to mount up a bit. I've got plenty of people working the grain farms because, yeah, we are getting real short on grain and I do not like that. I may have to look at somewhere that needs to build up grain for me, and for that we refer once again to the good old spreadsheet. I look for grain and I think who can be built up. Run again already does their 50 as far as I'm aware. Aalborg could always be built up. In fact, Aalborg is probably growing much faster than I want it to. Yeah, that's less than pleasant. Because it means the AI are building loads of houses. They built most of these. Although, to be fair, they're building them in fairly not horrible ways. The AI building businesses is what bothers me more, though. So yeah, Aalborg, which is meant to produce tons of grain for me, could always produce more. Ugh, but building these is such a pain in the rear end. I would rather build my cities up 100%. But I'm just gonna have to live with this for now. Okay, don't let me build there then. You know, what's the point in just building one? Go away. Might as well get some houses down since that's somewhat important. Nice that it lets me build so close to the sea though. Although I find it difficult to think of the Baltic as a sea. Okay. Looking alright. You know, I've seen a lot less efficient than that. I can accept it. 4x4 looks neat, but don't you waste a lot of space for roads? Well, I mean, what would be more efficient than a 2x2 here? Oh, 4x4. You mean these? Yeah. I wonder if that is more efficient. Let me think. Shift it along. No, it's probably just the same. I'm not the one building 4x4s though. That's our beautiful AI. Doodle-doo. Alright, nice building this up to the point where I can forget about it for at least a wee while. I'm confused again. I meant 2x2 because 4x2 looks more efficient. Farms cannot assume the 2x4. A farm like a grain farm, hemp farm, meat farm, winery, honey farm, they all have to be 2x2 or 1x4 or L block. Alright, that should keep Aalborg happy for at least a while. There are probably other places that are, yeah, building up faster than I want them to. The worst part is the AI is building up houses and businesses, which I'll have to buy back at extortionate rates. The houses I care slightly less about, but the other stuff is important. Nice that Edinburgh is bringing me plenty of beer, though. But there's not much I can do other than go around and build up houses. Until I'm willing to go to every single city and build them up 100%, it is going to be a problem that they grow faster than I'm able to deal with. And the AI loves to throw down houses. I don't think they have anything that stops them from throwing down houses. It's an endless throwdown. But hey, it drives up that desire for wood across the Hansa, and heavens knows I've got a lot of wood. I think pretty much everywhere that I went to and built them up is going to have this problem where the AI is building loads of houses. Because I gave the whole Hansa pretty much a full year of me not caring about that. A full year where they had uncapped populations. I mean, it was still the right thing to do, but it does create problems like this. This creates problems like this as well. What's with that road? There we go. I only have 160 106 breweries here, but apparently I have other businesses. In Edinburgh, I only want beer. So what? Oh, I've got... No, wait. What other businesses do I have in Edinburgh? If I have 155 and 106 of them are breweries, then what the heck else do I have here? Or have I been accidentally building something else? No, these are all houses. What? Oh yeah, I had these smithies ages ago. They were meant to help out with the production of metal tools because somewhere else was suffering for it. But that should be okay now, right? Sure, but I'm still going to want more breweries. Yeah, more breweries. More everything, honestly. After all, greed is, for lack of a better word, good. Not being able to fit things in there, though, is not good. Bah, humbug. This is me getting absorbed in Edinburgh, but truthfully, I bet about 25 cities require my attention like this. And I'm not sure I am quite willing to go and check them all out. Aalborg I had to do because Aalborg would give me grain, which I desperately need to stave off starvation. Alright, that's good enough for Edinburgh. Let's try and focus here. Is there anywhere that's really suffering? I mean, Bergen kind of is, but aren't we somewhat capping their population? Because I have these mead breweries that are... Wow, they're actually running. Is Bergen meant to give me mead? Tell me more, Bergen. Bergen is meant to give me mead and meat. So do I have other things at 0? Yes, yes I do. And that's probably keeping the population in check. Salters as well. Alright, looks like starvation has run its course on the inland cities. So I'm going to go to them, at least the ones that have... no, not Thorn. At least the ones that have built up their churches. Otherwise I can't do a damn thing. Can't do a damn thing. And I really hope they get those done. Berlin then. Time for a meal for the poor, because it costs me almost nothing. And it does get the population moving. Well, not when they're in a state of emergency, it doesn't. They need to pull themselves out of that first. Otherwise I'm wasting my time. Groningen to Rostock tools. Is that lack of metal? It is lack of metal. Damn, do I need metal. Jake, what did the baker say to the rescue worker after his heart attack? He's not going to make it. Lucas, you monster. You can't combine your farm with something that can do the 2x4. It just forces the 2x2. Okay. Wheat is going down really badly. I need these grain farms up and running. Now Aalborg, I have 155 businesses here. 137 of them are those wheat farms. So what other businesses do I have here? I must have something that I turned off. I could buy my competitors' businesses and destroy them, and I'm sorely tempted to do so. But really, what other businesses do I have? I got like 20 of them. Smelters. Trust me, I'd love to have more iron right now. But they're not working right now, so that's not an issue. Hunting lodges are not that expensive.
You're willing to pay umpteen times what this business is worth? There's one born every minute.
Nice. Okay, oddly enough, I do want pelts here, so I should keep a hold of these. I will buy these hunting lodges that he has, but I'm going to funnel those workers directly into my farms. So if I make these work at 0 capacity, then they will be making wheat for me. Goodbye, money. I swear he's charging me more and more for each one that I buy. That's good business sense, though. Supply and demand. That's what the game's all about. This guy's just laughing, though. 3 million ducats in this time frame. Was there even 3 million ducats in the whole Hansa? I don't mind him having a grain farm, really, because that's still producing grain, which helps every bit as much as anything else. So looking a bit better. He still has 11 businesses. 3 of those are there, so he still has 8 businesses kicking around, which I would rather were my businesses or destroyed. That smelter is one of them, and now it's gone. Also, if there's places in the center, build houses. Mead brewery, and now it's gone. This is a very expensive way to keep the Hansa flowing with food. And I'm almost out of money, which is very distressing. What else? He's got 4 businesses. Well, here's 1, 2, 3 of them. And now I'm out of dosh. So, Aalborg, my message to you is please produce a lot of grain for me, because I need it. But I could also force Rostock to make more grain for me. I mean, there are still people that I could have working there. So with that in mind, I'm going to grab my people mover and move some people. There you are, Hurricane. Get to Aarhus. Aarhus bounces back with populations so fast. 73 a day. And its entire population here. So women, children, they're all getting forced onto my boat. As sailors, apparently. That's a weird thing. And back to Rostock you go, because I need that meat. I need that wheat. But I also need that meat, so funny the way that works out. This kind of large build-up comes with plenty of risks. Another risk is the housing occupancy level, which is now really high. But I did build this place up about as much as I could. Otro Sajoa is saying words that I simply don't understand. Do we have anybody that does in here? Right, salt is necessary, but then... Okay, weavings are the least necessary thing I have around here. Gotta get that grain flowing. And that is good, 711 every day should be fine. Alright, I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna watch for a bit to see if anything breaks. As long as nobody starves, we're good. And Cologne was at risk of starvation. Now they have a bit more wheat and just enough fish. And I'm left thinking Cologne really needs a bigger supply fleet. And Cologne keeps growing, doesn't it? No, I'm capping it here. That's good. That is very good. Okay, now these places should be out of state of emergency. They're back in upswing, so I can have my meals for the poor. I can do it in all internal cities, even Erfurt. Because I need those populations to go up. I mean, sure, they don't really bring us food, but who's keeping score? I did Berlin already, it was probably a bit of a waste. And then there's Posen. Oh, it really needs it. Look at that pathetic population. But the guys are building up what they need here, which is good. And then there's Warsaw. And finally, the last one that actually was kind of holding it together due to being able to produce food, Kaunas. There you go. Beautiful. Alright, that grain situation might just be stabilizing. The cheese situation could be better. Then I go to Helsinki and say, are you shifting the cheese? And they say yes. I go to Novgorod, I say, are you making the cheese? And they go, of course we are. Plenty of it. Have more meals for the poor. I need population, damn it. Alright, still wood is flowing in at dangerous rates. Maybe it's Aalborg which really needs the population to get that grain flowing further. Because yeah, getting grain to everybody is a massive concern. All these places should have plenty of grain coming in. Cologne only just holding on, which is sad. Actually, one even wonders how they get enough fish for that. I really need more river cogs. You have 2 of them, which is a start. Get over there. Cologne also has a couple of them. Get over there. Nimwegen has 1,000,000 crayers, which is kind of cool. But now they're on river cog duty, as well they should. Crayers are awesome, they work pretty well in the dead center of the Hansa, because they're so nippy and fast. Well, nippy essentially means fast, but there you go. Jake, does this game have an end date? Nope. Maybe it has a date where things eventually crash, but I'm not aware of any end date. Okay, any river cogs. Free Hanseatic cog was surprising. But when it comes to river cogs, not really. Okay, then I want to find that supply Cologne guy and tell him to up his game. Scrolled right past it, didn't I? Supply Cologne. Well, he's going over to supply them, granted, with hundreds of wheat, which they immediately sell to market, and I'm very glad that they're bringing fish as well. But they're on their way back. You could, in theory, play this all the way up to a modern day Hansa. Should be a new objective. God no. God no. Okay, right. I've got my fleet. We're here in Nestved, but I want to find the river cogs. Or rather you. And again, this is an 11-day thingamajigger, so I'm going to find my Hanseatic needs. And this is what I needed for Cologne, if I recall well. Well, no. Let's try to imagine it's a proper Cologne with 60,000 population. Okay, then I need a ridiculous size, which means a ton of river cogs. So never mind that, let's just imagine it's 20,000 then, that's a bit more manageable. So it's going to need about 5 river cogs. Good to know. Well, I have 5 river cogs at this rate, so that's okay. Again, for now, that's okay. And again, I don't want you to deal with honey. I thought I had turned this off before. Don't deal in honey. I must have told him that when he already had honey on him. So, get rid of it, please. And I wonder if I can load the supply. If I load supply Nimwegen. Not really. I'll just make the route myself. Start with Rostock, go to Are you the Nimwegen? No, you're Cologne. Try to remember what you're doing, Jake. Go to Rostock, collect everything except for what they produce in Nimwegen, which I can't even remember what it is. Ugh, not again. This is Cologne, which means no honey. I keep confusing this with Nimwegen because this is here. I'll change that. So in Rostock, you unload everything.